It is the 25th of July. The weather is turned miserable, and we're going to try to do a wild camp in Darmoor. See what happens. We got a secret message to say, or a secret message. This was a sign.
Sign of things to come.
Sign of things to come. We were wondering if we should camp or not. But life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the rain.
So we'll remember that when we're wet and miserable later. We're learning to dance in the rain.
We've had a bit of a struggle with our conscience today of whether to camp or bail.
Yeah.
And we thought of all the options, but yeah, I think we're going for it.
We'll see. We got an option to get out, haven't we? That's the thing.
Yeah, an extra couple of kilometres back to the car. But we're taking the stuff with us anyway.
So we made the decision. We're walking.
Yeah, we're going for it. We do have a bailout plan of cars at one car at the other end, but we're going to try and do one night at least, and then we can get in the car the next day if we want to.
And if we don't do it, we're still carrying all our weight, so it will be good training. Yeah. Bart is super excited about this.
Very.
Not impressed.
We're heading into the moors in potentially terrible conditions.
Yeah.
There's thunderstorms forecast, but
hopefully it'll be alright.
We might be alright. We'll never know. It's almost sunny.
Right.
It's almost sunny, isn't it?
Let's learn to dance in the rain.
Yeah.
Blue sky above us, so
that's the motto for today.
Go. Do you know visitor centre over there?
The prison's somewhere. We're probably not walking past the prison, are we?
I don't think we are.
guys, is this way.
Ligo!
Hey. My little pony. Into the sunshine!
This is what is dangerous about Darmoor. Like, look how the water is draining out of there. You can be walking over here and step in the wrong place, and you can go in all the way to your hip, and then it will be tricky to get out there.
You get up into that there. So we just left what was sort of a gravelly path, and it's now sort of vanished. Everybody says this about Dartmoor. You kind of tiny little mushroom.
Sorry, I interrupted.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, we just got grass rather than path, so it's kind of now important, I guess, to keep aware of where you are, because we could end up just wandering off into the wilderness, getting lost. Especially when the fog potentially comes in, because at the moment it's quite clear. But earlier we were driving and it was just mist everywhere. You couldn't see anything for like more than like 10 meters ahead of you. So yeah. So we were just discussing, we'd have to look up whether this is like, I think because it's a national park, I guess it just belongs to everyone, but it's farmed, so we don't know whether farmers own little plots of land or whether they're just given the right to farm that land, but the people still get to use it. So we've got a bit of a boggy situation going on here. He's just found a little route through over there. She's going to climb. Do a bit.
The camera for you, right?
It's getting extreme, guys.
That's what I mean. This is not marsh.
This is not marsh, is it?
So marsh is going to be fucking terrible.
So I've found a little stream. You wouldn't have seen it. It's just at the top of this little bank, and it travels all the way along here. So we're just discussing which route we're going to go, and the one we plotted goes through marshland, but because it's quite wet and marshy, we've decided to cut the marsh bit out. So, and we've got quite a cool little stepping stone wall step, little ledge.
Gosh.
But then I don't know what we're doing when we get up the top here. Do we just walk along the edge of the river, I guess?
Yeah.
Stream, not river.
This is awesome. It's such a cool landscape. It's hard to explain it, you know. When I've watched other people's videos of Dartmoor, I just think, meh, but when you're here, it just looks amazing. It's so vast.
This tiny little chapel we found, and there's just one other building and then nothing.
Peacock Cottage.
Peacock Cottage.
Peacock Farm, Peacock Chapel.
God knows who comes here, but God knows.
We've stripped off because we were getting just as wet inside our rain clothes as we were outside. I'm just sweating. But this path isn't too bad. Like Ben was saying, we've avoided the marsh, just because it might be alright, but the land back there was really wet as it was, so I thought the marshland could be pretty bad, and there's another way round, so why bother.
Got more ponies.
Yeah, they're very
Natty, come on.
Mint cake!
Mint cake!
So we've got some options of where to go now, really. We came down this bit to this crossroads. Ben's gone for a little run up there to a rock and back, or a tour. We can carry on down and go left, or we can just kind of come left down there. I think we might carry on a little bit and then turn left. This looks like it might be a bit more interesting. But the weather is very changeable because it's so windy. We haven't had bad rain.
No.
It just kind of blows over. You have little bits of little pockets of sunshine.
We kind of lost the path, but it's sunny. Okay, we're back on track. We found a proper path. I think we're heading that way. There's the reservoir, which we're camping on Sheepstor, which is fairly near that reservoir. Has a pregnant cow, that one. So we just had to circumnavigate some cows which were in the path. They should be alright, but we've heard stories about how the cows can be a bit aggressive sometimes to ramblers and walkers, so we've taken the option to avoid them. We've had like, I think, classic Dartmoor weather. We've had like, no, we haven't had much rain, a little bit of light rain, but we've had like mist, sun, wind. Yeah, it's been good. Good so far. Yeah?
Very good.
Rocks like this around, which I think are mainly quartz. It's granite, and it's got a lot of quartz in it. And I think it's because it's originally it was like volcanic. I think that's what quartz is from geography. Rather than slate where it's compressed, it's formed with heat.
So we're just coming up the path a little bit. We'll go back down again because this is called Isles Barrow. I believe it's some barrows, which are burial mounds. We'll double check, but normally barrow means mound or burial mound. So we came a bit higher up on that sort of hill off the track. I'm glad we did, because we found this, it's like Cairn and Isles Barrow. There's also a thing on the map calling it B rocks. I'll have to look all this up. Let's try and get up these rocks.
The stones behind, pile of stones, potentially a tin mine, and continuing down here, and it's sunny, and we had really
Sunny again!
We've had great weather, well, pretty good weather, only a little bit of spitting so far, seeing as it's meant to be thunderstorms, could still happen. We've been alright, it's been perfect walking weather.
As you go walking and leave the path, you can find holes like this one. This is one of the things why Darmoor is so dangerous, because when it gets misty and foggy and you cannot see the ahead of you, you can accidentally fall in one of those holes and really hurt yourself. Funny enough, in Cantabria, where I'm from, there is a lot of these holes as well, and we call them torcos. I'm not sure how they are called in English. How do you call these holes, Pete?
Ditches.
Ditches. Torcos is better word.
Gotta say, Dartmoor is fast becoming one of my favourite places so far for hiking.
Better than Cantabria?
Much better than Cantabria. Well, let's get to that part of the walk where the old feet are hurting a bit now. The legs are aching a bit. Just from the weight that we're carrying and the uneven terrain, you know. But weather has been brilliant in comparison to what we were expecting.
I'm feeling a bit better now. I have a bit of a wobble this morning starting. I haven't slept very well, and well, I haven't slept at all last night. And this morning when we started walking, I just felt like very, very weak, like my legs were made out of butter. It was not very fun.
No.
But then we have to stop a couple of times, have some nuts, have some rest. And I think just being outdoors and walking, it helps. I'm still tired. I'm feeling so much better.
I think that might be Sheepstor over there, sticking up over there. It looks like a big old tor. I think it's the biggest one around, so I believe that's it.
That's where we're sleeping.
That's where we're going to camp, somewhere around there. So yeah, I think we're just going to have a nice little break just down here somewhere. Find somewhere to sit, maybe take the boots and socks off, replenish, have a snack and some water, get prepared for the last slog up there.
Is this the spring? Oh guys, got a little nest. Hey buddy. So we've had a little break and we've taken our shoes off, our feet off.
Our feet off.
We've taken our shoes off and let our feet breathe a bit, and we're heading up. I'll point it out for you. Over there. Look at these rays of sunshine coming through. And we haven't yet had rain. All we need to do is get to the campsite, set our tents up. We still don't want it to rain. There's blue sky. Who would have thought we'd get blue sky today?
We're just trying to find a good way up. We can see a path in the distance, but don't really know how to get to it. On the map you can see that we might be able to go around to it. Probably can't see it from there. There's a little path going up there. But on the map it seems like we've got to go all the way around and to the other side. Which we've all had enough now, so we just want to get up there so we can set up camp.
So nearly there. We're trying to find the path. It's like the last bit. And we're just, it's a beautiful evening, really nice sun. And we're just coming up the last bit. And there's Sheepstor, so we're nearly there. Oh yeah. What a good way to arrive at the end.
Okay, this is the ascent up Sheepstor. We're all a bit knackered now, so this is hard work, but should be a good camp spot when we get up there.
At the moment, like I said, we're just trying to find a way through. We found this little kind of tiny groove where probably sheep have trampled the plants down, but we want to go up that side because it's more of a gradual decline. But look at the light and the view. We've got blue sky all over there. Beautiful. It's meant to be raining. That was a lie. Leading the way here, we're just finding our way through just no real path. We're just making up our own little route.
There's a reservoir down there behind us.
Proper climbing now.
I'm going to put the camera away because we've got to really get up this steep bit now. We made it.
Here.
Wow!
I think it is the best spot, really. Yeah. Fucking top of the world.
We need to get these tents set up before that storm comes in.
I think this is the spot, isn't it?
Because our tent is in a pitch first.
Pete and Easter are just filtering some water we got earlier, Pete collected earlier from the stream, to cook with.
It fits perfectly in this bottle of pop drink that is very unknown.
Doesn't fit these smart bottles like it says it
No.
does, like everybody goes on about online, but it does fit those ones.
So it's low, but it will filter.
We've got our food cooking now, and then I'm having a drink of whiskey. Want a drink? Anyone else?
I'm okay.
Pete, do you want a swig of whiskey?
It's a bit stormy out there, the others are braving it, but I was getting soaked, so I'll come inside the tent, having our little Wayfarer meals. And yeah, I don't know, maybe after I've eaten we'll go back out there and brave it for a little while. See what it's like. Shame that the weather had to change at the end, but we got our tent set up just in time. Very windy though.
It's just spitting a little bit.
It's very, very windy, and I hope.
But yeah, the wind makes it worse.
Yeah. Tried to find a kind of spot out of the wind down a bit, but it's not. Well,
I was very tired.
it's not that easy. Yeah, it was getting late. The rain was coming in. It was getting dark, and we were like, there's a group of us, and we're just like, oh, let's just do it. Let's get it set up, get on with it.
Right, it's the morning. It's been windy all night. Let's see what it's like out here. Going out for a wee. Oh, misty. Very misty. So our camp. Let's have a look at the view. Had a little wander, and I think we probably camped in quite a windy spot. I think we were maybe a bit hasty to set up our camp because just coming down here, it's a lot less windy. And as soon as you get up here to where we're camped, you get windy.
Hello YouTube. It's 7:20. These are still asleep, and I can hear voices of other people, like a woman or maybe visiting the area. Be surprised if they've come all the way up here this early in the morning, but they're certainly nearby. So what I was saying is, there's like, well, it's gone now because I wiped it, but there's a bit of water dripping down on this netting. You can see out there, but there's actually water droplets on the mesh of the vents. I don't know if that's because we didn't have the vents open properly. Maybe the rain's coming sideways or something like that. Very odd, because we've had this tent in the rain before and it's been fine. What I will say though, is that the inside of the rain sheet, the fly sheet, is really wet. So maybe it's just the stark contrast of temperatures, and we've got loads of condensation. Not opening them vents would obviously make the condensation worse as well. I did try and prop my walking pole up against the outside as well, because the wind was pretty strong coming from that direction. It was battering the door. The door was like being pushed right in. That side isn't so bad because it's a point, it goes out at a point, so the wind kind of gets split there. So we should have pitched the tent the other way around really. But anyway, it's only a couple of drips, it's not that bad. So I think I need to make the super coffees, which is a mix of coffee, cola cow and powdered milk.
Coffee.
To wake this one up. Did you sleep well? Filtering some more water. Filled up this whole Coke bottle yesterday. So. Okay, so this is our little concoction, all made. Tastes bloody good, and it should be like give us a lot of energy in the morning. It's decent coffee, cola cow, which is like Milo if you've ever had that, and mixed with powdered milk. It's really good actually.
Bit cloudy this morning. Bit misty and foggy, but it's not raining. That's the Ben. Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Alright, it was windy.
Where are the Polskis? Polskis!
What?
Good morning! Ah, good morning.
We're in a cloud.
It's nice. Good morning, everyone.
Up now, and we've got a little picnic spot. I'll hold my camera down here so it doesn't get windswept. And there's Pete down there just getting up.
My coffee with cola cow.
Colacao. What's that?
The breakfast of the champions.
What's
El
colacao?
desayuno de los campeones.
What's Colacao?
It's like Spanish version of Milo.
Oh, right.
At least our tent is still alright. Look at Ben's.
Well, we're up and out. The sun is trying to burn through up there, but it's very foggy. You haven't really got any views. You can see, look, the tent is just like that. Where we've got the flat door side is just concaved in. The reason we bought this tent over some others that are exactly the same is that it's got that square door which you can lift up and then prop up with trekking poles for a bit of a bigger porch to sit under. But to be honest, when it's raining, the rain just comes in through the side, so we haven't really done that much yet. If you see this, it's just got a zip down the middle, so that will cut the wind better. But anyway, we'll remember that for next time. You live and learn.
At least our tent is still alright. Look at Ben's tent.
Ben's tent is an absolute abomination. I don't think he ever pictures it very well. It's just all baggy and saggy. But the inner is so far away from the outer that it actually doesn't matter too much. That's a Van Gogh Nevis 200 experience. And actually, to be honest, like, yeah, the gap between the inside and the outside is so big that it doesn't really matter too much. It's not really a proper two-person, it's more like a one-person and their gear tent. And then the pole skis got this Coleman Darwin 2 Plus,
Very light version.
which is a very robust looking tent, well made. It's Coleman, but a lot of Coleman stuff is tough but heavy, and it is about 4.2 kilos, which is a heavy tent for two people, but it's pretty solid. Starting to get some views now. We skip on over here.
Keep that running for a bit.
And we can see the lake, the reservoir again. Look at that. It was crazy. It was just white, completely white. You couldn't see anything. And then it just kind of, wind just blew it away to the side. Revealed this magnificent landscape. Thank Woden for blessing us.
Right, refreshing.
Proper summer, this is proper July. What we got there?
Nice ham, baguette,
Ham baguette and a veggie bagel.
Veggies, bagel.
I just can't stop looking at this view. Brilliant. We just found a geocache jar by accident.
While brushing my teeth.
Whilst brushing her teeth. Who'd have thunk it?
Let's see what's inside. Do you want to read it? Okay. Hello, I'm Isabel. Oh, hello, I'm Ju.
Isabel, you're Isabel as well.
I left on the yard the 25th of July. We don't have a dog, so we left the treats. But I was very surprised the yard wasn't wet. I have let a jagged piece of wood to indicate Darmoor, and all of the something.
What year is this from?
Roots.
This year. I have
I've put the jar in the exact same place.
From Isabel.
Isabel.
Give me
Oh, there's loads of notes. We can't read them all.
No.
Oh no, we'll get bored.
Oh, we're not reading all them. Piece of
The
wood.
pen. The jagged piece of
Oh, that's cool.
I should leave them polished. A coin.
Yeah.
And the dog treats.
Doggy treats if you've got a
What are
dog.
they gonna do?
We're just leaving a little note for the next person.
We're done now. There's no leftover of the camp. Taking all with us. And now no trace left behind. And now we're going to see if we can find the Pixie caves or the Pixie house, which is some sort of small caves that are meant to be around here. We're going around this tour to see if the caves are over here. It seems like a quite obvious path.
Might be down the bottom there. What? So those guys over there have decided to go back that way, but us three are still at the moment pretty determined to find these caves, but we've googled it. It's not that easy, is it though?
It's not happening.
This is like...
Let's just try the face of these rocks, and if it's not there,
Okay.
maybe we'll carry on.
It's there! I'm very excited.
Issa spotted the Pixie cave from the images we've googled. I'm pretty sure she's right actually. So we'll work our way up. I better put the camera away. The head torch.
I'm ready.
And I'm pretty sure this is the cave. So we've got that little thing we spotted over there. And then I think down there, through that gap in the bottom,
All
is
right.
the cave. You go in first.
Yeah.
There might only be room for one person.
Oh yeah.
You found it?
Yeah.
Does it open up a bit?
A bit, yes. So yeah, over there.
Can you see bits of material that people have left and stuff?
There's something here. Oh yes, it's a gnome.
Distance pays off. Oh yeah, this is wicked. Should have camped in here.
It's so comfy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, you're nearly down.
And you
And
have.
then there's that little sort of space in here as well.
Cool, isn't it? Peskie's cave.
This is where the pixies...
We haven't left them an offering, so they're going to come and get us. They
So
like.
leave a mask, guys.
Yeah, leave a mask.
For them to protect us from coronavirus.
Yeah, hang it up. There we go. We left an
There you
offering
go.
now. I like that. It's tight, isn't it?
It is tight.
And it's basically for people looking for location. It's near this weird. This is like a very obvious thing, but then if you look over there, there's the farm building, and it's way below the tor, right down near the bottom, because the tor's quite a lot higher up. So if you're
You
looking
need
for
to
it,
scramble a bit to find it.
scramble along the rocks. But yeah, found it eventually. So from here, we thought it gives you a better view. It's literally there, that big block, and it's just to the left of that.
Is that
Working our way down through all this, and then we got to face all of this just to find a path through. Welcome to the jungle. From another perspective, so because nobody else seems to point out where it is, it's there.
Sheepstor?
Yeah, right down near the bottom. We're out.
We made it.
We survived the pixies.
Now we just got to go down this path, and then we'll follow the road all the way back to the car. So we're just coming up to this quite cool dam bridge going across the reservoir.
Like a man-made waterfall, because it has like the pipe, and the water is coming out of the pipe. There's the pipe coming up there. Still pretty.
Right, I've just been dropped off by Bart back at my car in Princeton. I'm going to go collect everybody else. I better be quick because it's weather.
Alright, we're all done and dusted, and we found a calf.
This is the old police station cafe, and we're going to have a well-deserved English breakfast to end up behind.
Yep. Remember, get outdoors and
Keep on moving.
It's sunny,
And there's still mushrooms.
and there's still mushrooms growing in shit. Poo. Poo, not shit. Can't say poo. We can't say shit. It's not allowed on the channel.